Okay, welcome. Today we're going to learn chain rule, and specifically we're going to do a couple of examples, a trig example and a square root example. So let's review chain rule. First step would be to identify u and calculate u prime. Second step, rewrite the function in terms of u. Step 3, apply chain rule. Two parts. Part A, take the derivative in terms of u, and part B, multiplied by u prime. Step 4, substitute back, and step 5, simplify. So, let's start with the trig example. We have a function, cosine of 5x, and we want to take the derivative, and it probably would make sense in this case to use chain rule. So, step 1, identify u. U in this case is going to be 5x. When you have a trig function, if it's anything other than the cosine of x or the sine of x, whatever that angle is, you want to call that u. So u in this case is 5x. U prime is 5. That's just the derivative. Step 2, rewrite the function. Again, we're not taking the derivative here. This is just rewriting the function in terms of u. And now it looks like cosine of u. Step 3, apply chain rule. The derivative of cosine is minus the sine. So we have minus the sine of u. But the second part of that is to multiply the result by u prime. That's absolutely critical when we do chain rule. Step 4, substitute back. We already know what u and u prime are. We know that in step 1. So we just replace them and substitute back. So now we're in terms of x. And then step 5, simplify. And we're done. Here's another example using chain rule. Typically, when you have a function like this, square root of 6x plus 2, you have a radical. Whatever's under the radical, make that u and see if that'll work for chain rule. So in this particular case, what's under the radical is 6x plus 2, so we have u equal to 6x plus 2, and then u prime would be 6. Step 2, rewrite your function in terms of u. Now if you do that, you have square root of u. But you really want to write that as u to the 1/2, knowing your exponent rules. And the reason is power rule would be something to the n. So u to the 1/2 is u to the n. We can take the derivative of that. Step 3, apply chain rule. So the derivative of u to the 1/2 is 1/2 u to the minus 1/2 using basic power rule. But then we have to multiply by u prime. Step 4, substitute back. So now we're replacing u with 6x plus 2, and we're replacing u prime with 6. Step 5, we do a little bit of algebra, and we simplify, and we are done. And that's chain rule. Now go practice, and practice some more.